everyone, it's Val here, and I'm back in my Hobonichi weeks. This is the fourth week I've done this, but really it's the first week in January with Hobonichi, and even the way I usually plan, Monday is the start of the week, so that's why we're in so deep. Anyhow, just going with this, and it's funny because there's so many elements to this that are unplanned, and it's just crazy how if you just pick up and go and practice art, things will fall in place. I mean, serendipity. Anyhow, I had been holding on to this tiger, and you'll see him later. Or unless maybe you already saw him, but I cut him out of a coffee bag from Aldi's and I just had it kind of sitting upstairs. So every blue moon, I'm cleaning through certain spaces because they just become little piles. And he was in the pile, so brought him into the room, and I thought, you know what, I've got to just go ahead and stick him in here. And sure enough, went to do this spread, and it's so crazy because since this is the first Hobonichi Weeks that has English, typically, I know folks will always complain about the Japanese at the bottom of the page. But first of all, I feel like because it was in Japanese, unless you are reading that, you really wouldn't know. And so it doesn't stop you or anything. But now that it's in English, I don't even try to read it. I used to take my phone and do like Google Translate or something and hover over it to see what it would come up with. But I don't know. I didn't do that often, but now it's in English and I don't even really read it. But what was so crazy is that at the very bottom of the page, it goes into this quote, and it talked about like cats relaxing in the sun. Anyhow, I literally, that I saw that later and I thought, okay, this is cool. This is funny. This is supposed to be happening. So I just started off, I thought, ooh, lions and tigers and bears, oh my. And I remembered that I had a Stamperia stamp set that was kind of like a jungle theme. So I grabbed a couple of those, and that's where some of those background stamps came from. So they're really nice quality rubber stamps, and they're not really that expensive when you compare it to other sets. And I think with those, there are some that they have that are a specific designer. The ones that he uses, they're more expensive, but these weren't expensive at all. Anyhow, a lot of good backgrounds in there, and I just thought, oh, this is mentally, like this, and visually for me, this like was perfect for the lion, tiger. There you go. I'm just combining all the cats. Anyhow, so went on with that. I thought since, beginning of the year, this idea of like having strength, having victory, having, focus and determination. I just kind of connected all of those things and went with it. I'm using my Distress Oxides. If y'all remember, I told you before that I had already taken clear gesso and kind of gone over the page, the left hand of the pages for January. I didn't do it for the right side. And sure enough, normally I wouldn't just go on and stamp directly on the page. But in this case I did, and it was really wonky because I just kind of slapped it on there. So I wasn't having it. Tried stamping out a couple other times. Just took one of those and thought I'd put it up there and cover it up. So that worked. Grabbed some pieces out of my scrap bag, just trying to keep something in that green theme. And sure enough, Lord knows I got like 500 bags of scraps, but this was the one nearest, and found some pieces in there, some vellum, some die cut paper I think I was going to use it or something on a card front, and some leftover foil in a green. So it's taking a little extra time to get that adhered to the page, but thank goodness for art glitter glue. And just kind of collaging with some of the words. I really like those women's health magazines because they're just speaking to the things, that I'm focused on. So was able to really pull out some little pieces out of there. Got to use up those magazines, man. Strip out the parts you need, read them, and, recycle them. But found some good words in there and added those in. I kind of don't like the fact that the quote over on the right, that it was really on this extra heavy duty cardstock, because I know I'm going to bulk it up, but we'll thin it out somewhere else. And so just finished it off with so that Dina Wakley, the gloss spray. And this is what we came up with. So hope y'all enjoyed that, and I'll keep it coming. Got another one coming for you. The week is ending. So take care and see you again.